Can we have a wave if you can hear me? Oh, look at that! Everyone wave! Fantastic. Thank you all so much for coming along this evening. My name's Andrea Fraser. I'm the chair of Batchworth Community Council, who have worked on this event together with Northwood HQ, and my fellow councillor Francois Necker will be taking you through who we're thanking to make this happen this evening, including the lighting of the beacon at 9 o'clock for our solemn ceremony to remember, very importantly, all those people that gave their lives today for us to be able to sit here and be within our amazing community. So to help us celebrate and kick off is going to be Eastbury Farm School, who's going to be singing for us. Okay, thank you very much, and also your councillors as well from Three Rivers District Council and County Council. I'll hand you over to Francois now. Thank you everyone for coming again, and make sure we cheer the children when they're finished.
Hello there, good evening everybody. Thank you all so much for coming to support our Batchworth Community Council D-Day 1980 event here at Eastbury Recreation Ground. We commemorate this evening those many thousands of heroes who did not come back home and died securing our freedom. We celebrate the amazing achievements of some 155,000 British and Allied troops in what was the greatest seaborne invasion in military history, and which changed the outcome of the Second World War, giving us victory in Europe and freeing the world from Nazi tyranny. We thank you for our freedom. We thank you for your heroism. Our celebration tonight starts with a wonderful performance from the Eastbury Farm School Choir, which will then be followed by some amazing music from the Royal Navy Volunteer Band from Northwood Headquarters, and culminating in the highly emotional sunset ceremony and the lowering of the Union flag. We will then, at 9:15, light the Batchworth beacon, simultaneously with all the other beacons being lit nationally. Colonel Reid will command the ensign party for the lowering of the Union flag and take the salute. We thank him for his involvement in that wonderful event.
The road is paved for everyone, under the moon, under the sun. If I walk away, if I run, I'll find my way. I feel the earth beneath my feet, smell as far as the eye can see. I know darkness frightens me today.
再可以是对。 6th of June 1944. Operation Overlord commenced, leaving the world in awe. The planning started in 1943, bringing allies together to make our world free. Deceptions were used, codenamed Operation Bodyguard, making rubber tanks and wooden planes as a facade. An American unit was formed for General Omo Bradley. Then a web of lies was spread by his ghost army. Much more was done to keep the Germans in the dark. Before the Allies on foreign shores could disembark, everything was most secret and kept hush-hush. As Allies gathered resources for their big push, the Allied Supreme Commander was General Dwight Eisenhower, with General Monty Montgomery as their temporary ground commander. 11,000 aircrafts and gliders with paratroops and soldiers were dropped from behind the enemy lines to secure the area. More than 5,000 ships, the biggest armada ever seen, sailed from the British shores of our fields of green. Monty's battle plan was written on one sheet of paper, set for June the 5th, the day of their departure.
But bad weather caused a 24-hour delay. Then conditions changed and they got underway. British, American, Canadian and many other countries were together thrown, going to fight a war something many had never known. Over 150,000 men of every creed will perform acts of courage that must succeed. There were soldiers, sailors, airmen and the merchant navy, many civilians who volunteered to fight against the Nazi tyranny. Over the English Channel and to Normandy, France will go, to land on beaches called Sword, Gold, Utah, Omaha and Juno. Were they afraid? Yes, they most certainly were, but the world must be saved. That was their spur. The German defences were called the Atlantic Wall. Hitler told Field Marshal Rommel he must the Allies stall. The Allies landed 24,000 troops on D-Day, commencing at 6:30. Then things went to disarray. Wind and rough seas helped landing craft miss their mark, putting the plan in jeopardy from the start. Fierce resistance was put up by the Germans guarding beaches. The time had come to fight, no further need for speeches. Beaches were mined, barbed wire laid, metal tripods and many hazards were set to kill, maim, and make things awkward. Over 10,000 casualties the Allies had that first day. With over 4,000 dead, a heavy price to pay. D-Day made heroes in that hell unknown, helping turn the tide of war as the enemy were overthrown.
This poem was written by Roy Palmer,
Chelsea Pensioner and Herald.
Let us remember those who came home wounded, physically and mentally, and the friends and family who cared for them. Let us remember those who returned to restore their relationships and rebuild their working lives after years of conflict and turmoil. Let us remember the families that lost husbands, wives, sons, daughters, and sweethearts. Let us remember the servicemen and women and merchant seafarers of all faiths and nationalities from all countries who fought, suffered and died during the D-Day landings and 6 years of war. Let us all remember those in the Royal Navy, Army, Royal Air Force, Merchant Navy and our allies, the brave people who kept us safe on the home front and abroad, and those in reserved occupations during the difficult time of war. Let us remember the brave doctors and nurses who cared for the wounded, the men and women who toiled in the fields, the coal mines, the factories, and the air raid wardens, police officers, firemen, ambulance drivers, and the young people of the Scouts and Guides who all played such a vital role in the war.
Please all show your appreciation for Bandmaster Stephen Sauer and his wonderful band who plays in this show. To our commanding officer of Northwood Headquarters, who's led the ensign